Thieves are stealing checks right from our mailboxes, and man, is it becoming even worse for us as these people are costing us thousands to millions of dollars.
I noticed a particularly concerning line item. It says fraudulent checks to the tune of more than $41,000. So I asked about that, and David Otto, the chairman of the Legacy Ice Foundation in charge of the facility, confirmed to First Alert 4 Investigates they were the victim of checks being stolen from a mailbox at a local post office.
This is where we always drop our mail.
We've been telling you about these types of thefts increasing, experts say, in recent years. Brazen incidents happening at neighborhood blue boxes or right at the post offices themselves. Otto told us they are working with the Postal Service and several police departments, saying, quote, "We have recovered a portion and we are working on the remainder."
This practice, if I can call it that, has been happening all over different parts of the country for years now. I mean, I saw footage from like 5 years ago, so this isn't really something that's completely new, you know what I'm saying? But if you hear about check fraud costing places more than 100 grand a week, then, well, that's a big deal. Now, in Colquitt County, businesses and residents alike are reporting the exact same thing. They're losing thousands to millions of dollars because of check fraud. And one bank even said that just this year alone, just for 2023, all right, they've already lost $187 million in fake checks. Can you believe that? And if you ask them how to avoid these crimes, then they're going to tell you guys something unbelievable. Just hand deliver checks. Don't put them in the mail. And well, what's the point of having a mailbox then, right?
Thanks, Yolanda. Law enforcement is asking people to stop sending checks in the mail. In Colquitt County, mail theft has led to thousands of stolen money and check scams.
WELB News 10's investigative reporter Lena Allen is following mail theft crimes across South Georgia, and in this case, the biggest victims are the banks.
Well, Moultrie Bank and Trust opened back in May of 2022, and since then they've experienced a total loss of $8,800 from checks being stolen from the mail.
It's very frustrating because hardworking individuals are the ones that are losing.
Ginger Boyd, senior operation officer at the bank, tells me she's seen tons of check reports from customers where checks have been washed and thousands of dollars have been stolen.
The customer is making the check payable to ABC, and when it's presented to us, we see it in a total different name.
Because of that, preventative measures like changing bank policies have had to be put in place. Boyd says the bank has been able to stop approximately $125,000 from being stolen after seeing more reports of check fraud.
I mean, we seem to be living in a different world right now. I mean, I remember a time where mailboxes were just mailboxes. They weren't a target for thieves, but times have really changed, huh? And it's not just here at home. We're seeing a shift within the globe that I just can't really define in one video. It's like everything's just so much scarier to a point, you know? Now, I have footage that clearly explains it for y'all, but before I show it to you guys, please make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button for the video. Definitely helps out a lot. You guys have been hitting it out of the ballpark lately, and I absolutely love it. I really appreciate it. We need more free thinkers in this world, guys. People like you and me. And if you're thinking about becoming a part of this amazing community, do not forget to subscribe and turn on all notifications so that you do not miss out on any of these updates that relate to all of us, all right? Appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, you guys. So yes, here is the footage that I was talking about a second ago.
Tonight, a former Glastonbury police officer is under arrest and behind bars in New Jersey.
I'm just absolutely totally surprised about that. I really am.
New Jersey State Police confirmed they arrested 37-year-old Patrick Hemingway at the Trenton-Mercer County Airport last Friday. He has been charged as a fugitive from justice and is being held at the Essex County Correctional Facility in Newark. There's a pending arrest warrant for Hemingway in Connecticut, but state police say it cannot be served until Hemingway is extradited back to Connecticut. Just last week, Glastonbury police say they were alerted to the possibility a former Glastonbury police officer is a person of interest in a recent burglary investigation, but have not directly named Hemingway. The investigation involves multiple jurisdictions, including Connecticut State Police.
Okay. So a cop that steals, huh? Not that they were put in place to stop thieves, not becoming a thief. This guy's being held on $1 million bond now since it's suspected that he used police database and knowledge that he had as a police police officer to commit multiple felonies in different jurisdictions. He also used the exact same database 80 times within 2.5 years to confirm if he was under investigation due to what he was doing behind closed doors. How's that for a crazy story, huh? And you know what's even more insane than that? It's not a remote event. Do y'all remember the PPP loans? You know, those loans that went to billionaires? Give me a second, let me refresh your memory. Here, Kanye West and his fashion brand received anywhere from $2 million to $5 million on these loans. Kanye West, guys. Billionaire Ron Burkle received between $9 million to $23 million from this same fund. And another billionaire, Joe Farrell, he got at least $1 million from it. I mean, private jet companies took out millions as well. And the list just goes on, you know? But I'm not talking about them because they were already forgiven on those loans. I'm talking about these people here, guys.
We have learned that nearly 100 BSO employees did apply for the PPP loans. And of the 100, 17 of them are now facing federal charges. Well, as you mentioned today, we did get a chance to speak with Broward Sheriff Gregory Toney about these allegations, and he says if his employees were involved in this type of criminal activity, they do not deserve to be working in the law enforcement profession.
Did you believe you were receiving these loans legitimately?
17 members of the Broward Sheriff's Office, which include both BSO deputies and detention deputies, released from the federal courthouse in Fort Lauderdale after being indicted on charges that include wire fraud after federal investigators said they fraudulently applied for and received funds from the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP loans.
Bonds were set. They're being released. Nobody, as far as I know, is being detained. And we'll take it from there. We'll be back in court.
Well, what do you think of that, guys? I don't think I need to add any more to it. And it really just makes this question that much more relevant. Who can we trust these days? And let's not stray too far away from all these crimes here, right? How about if a bank manager stole money from you? I'm not kidding, guys. A former bank manager for Wells Fargo, of all places, has admitted to using unauthorized cash withdrawals, money transfers, and cashier's checks to embezzle over $1 million, guys. Man, so we can't trust the law and the banks? Well, I wouldn't go that far. I guess we can say that there's a few bad eggs within their ranks, but we can't say all of them are that bad, or can we? But this guy, Brian Davey, he's a different kind of bad egg. You see, he targeted, note the term, all right, targeted elderly and vulnerable clients. I mean, that has to be a new low for mankind, right? And get this, guys, he stole more than $500,000 from just one person, taking it from their retirement accounts. I mean, we already know that people on Social Security are struggling at this point, but you're going to try to milk the guy for his retirement account? This is just below low, right? Now, the worst part is that he specifically hit customers who either suffered from dementia or didn't speak enough English for them to be able to comprehend or argue what was going on and actually happening in their accounts. This man should go below hell. Wells Fargo did the right thing and reimbursed his victims after they found out what he was actually doing. But man, this is just absolutely terrifying, isn't it? But that's the truth, right? It's like law-abiding citizens continue to get their dollars taken, and well, it takes a long time for justice to catch up. If only there were deterrents before any of these crimes happened. But hey, what do I know, right? I'm just a random guy who's trying to inform his audience, his people, of the absolute truth behind the curtains of a show made of lies. But what are your thoughts on this, guys? Make sure you guys share your thoughts, share your 2 cents in the comment section down below. And because of inflation, your 2 cents is now worth 3 cents. So I want to hear from you. Appreciate the love, you guys. Thanks for dropping a like for the video. Thank you for subscribing, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one.